Tlhoge told Bridget that she's the one who killed Darlene, isn't Dala. The way Bridget was so shocked, Gasa confronted Kiriboni and asked if she still loves Wukosi, the things he discovered Kamatubela and finally put her in her place. And Khalala tells Papa Heori he's not different from Tutugo and Tutugo is a good guy. But Khalala says he's not sure if he loves Tutugo or not enough to keep the baby. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. So Bridget went to see Tlhogi and said that she's glad she's okay. But Tlhogi, I've been going through a lot. And kidnapped me, told Tukulo to come to where we were. And now Bridget wants to know so what happened to Sanka's sister. Bridget could not believe it that Tlhogi is the one that killed Sanka's sister, because Bridget thought that Tukulo probably, because this is something that Tukulo will do without thinking twice. So hearing everything that Sanka's sister wanted to bury them alive and she kidnapped Tlhogi, Bridget did not hesitate to think Tukulo would do it. But she was shocked to hear that actually it's not Tukulo. Tlhogi is the one that pulled the trigger. Tlhogi is the one that killed Sanka's sister and it's killing her. Oh my God, Bridget was so shocked. Actually, I can just hear her in her mind going, Jebana. Now, Khalalelo tells her dad, tries to convince Papa Heori. Tutu is a good guy. Papa is going on about, hey, he's deciding to stand with this guy. Mukulukutu is a thug. Arebatung Papa, if he's a thug, we're now ying, because when you're not different from what Tutu and Posuto did, they went away and moved the evidence. The only difference is that both Bona, they're going to pay for their sins. When Papa realizes, hey, you will never forgive me, ne? And then he tries to convince him, because Tutu is a good guy. We're just kids who made mistakes. Papa had decided to say, well, okay, it's fine. I'll respect your decision. I'll stand by you, whatever you decide to do. If you want to terminate the pregnancy, it's fine. I'll stand by you. And then Khalala meets up with Ntutugo. She says that she's nervous because the date for her pregnancy, the abortion is close by. Now she's worried. She's getting scared. Tutu was like, but you don't have to do it anymore because I'm not going to prison. I'll be here. I can take care of you and my baby and our baby. But Khaled is like, nope, I don't want my baby split between two families. What and worse, if you decide to leave me and I end up being a single parent, I'm not doing that. Tutu was like, but you don't know what's going to happen in the next months. And Halala did say that she's always thought of having babies in marriage, like raise her kids together with their husband, like the way her parents did, and says that she's not even sure whether she loves Tutugo or not. That was a bummer. And Tutugo then says, I cannot convince you that abortion is wrong, but I want you to give our relationship a chance. Having this second chance has actually given me a chance to be here for you. So please give us a chance. And then after what Kasa walked into yesterday, Kidiboni Libuko Bali Lavi Davi at the ceremony, Edit Damages Sapoko. Kasa is asking the real questions now, saying, how would you feel when I should find me in that position? And Kidiboni was trying to convince him, nothing happened between us. But Kasa is like, do you still love him? Sometime in the mood. Someone who just left you like that, who broke your heart. I no, he didn't break my heart. Everything was caused Kamatubela. She's the one that broke us up. Dlalela story sonke. Now Kasa's like, yes, I cannot believe the way I respected Matubela. Matubela is this kind of a person. And then they confess their love for each other, saying, Yaktanda, I choose you and I want to stay with you. Matubela then goes to talk to Kasa again. Did you see how lovey-dovey they were? Kasa didn't waste time and told her where to get off. Achaz, I always respected you. How can you come between Mtwana and Babak? Finally, someone gets to tell Matubela, yo, wala pisatle. And then we get to see Talita again, the storylines of Talita say bora. Now Talita is forcing, because apparently Nina Bishop says that they don't have enough evidence to let her walk scot-free, so they're going to have to negotiate for a lesser sentence. And a trial is coming up on the 1st of June. Talita says, you need to do something. You need to get me out of here. Jiggy Toriso goes to see her, and she convinces Toriso to talk to Victor and ask him, how can they pay him to stop testifying? Tori said, Mama, there's no way I can do that. I cannot do that. You cannot ask me to lie and blackmail Victor. Mama, hi, the way I'm money, that's when I was such a disappointment. After everything Teresa did for her, smuggling cigarettes inside the prison, risking her life like that, she thanks her like this. And then she phones Tiro, saying she needs Tiro, because Tiro is the only one that's emailing Nuking, and says that she needs Tiro to come back and kill Victor so that the trial will not go on. Joe Batung, poor Victor. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.